Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this Night Light Chamaecyparis from the Southern Living Plant Collection. You can see this beautiful gold foliage. This Chamaecyparis has a really dense, round habit. A lot of these gold false cypresses like this can really burn quite a bit in the summertime. This one was selected because of its resistance to that kind of burn. These are going to be hardy in zones 5 to 8 and take on this perfect little round habit. Super low maintenance, easy to maintain it, pretty much whatever size you want to. It's going to have this gold foliage while it's growing during the spring, summer, and into fall, and then it turns kind of a bronzy color across the top and slightly down into the interior, but it maintains a darker green foliage down in the base, kind of creates a two-tone effect to it. Super low maintenance plant. Let me give you a closer view of it. So here's a close-up. You can see this gold foliage. Like I say, it'll get about a bronze tinge to it as it gets colder in the winter time. Very nice, just perfect little round, compact ball. Again, it's hardy in zones 5 to 8, and it can end up reaching 4 to 5 feet in height and width over time. But like I say, it's easy to keep in that 2 to 3 foot range. It's not in a big hurry to get there. These are pretty pest resistant. Not a lot of issues. They're going to be full sun to part shade plants. Definitely need to put direct sun on them to get this foliage color. Probably be solid green in anything less than a half a day's sun. But other than that, it's super easy. I'm actually going to take one of these home. I'm at Flowerwood Nursery in South Alabama filming this. I'm going to take one of these home and put it in the ground, and then I'll show you how it looks. So I shot that video in Alabama a couple months ago, and I actually forgot to bring one of these home, but plantsbymail.com sent me one the end of last week, and I'm putting it over here on the west side of my house. It's going to get quite a bit of afternoon sun. By late in the day, it'll be in a little bit of shade again. And I think this is a good spot for it. I do have super dense orange clay in this space, so I will definitely mound this up. I'll keep it above the grade a little bit. I pulled my mulch back, dug my hole here, and I'm just going to kind of test fit this Night Light Chamaecyparis in here, make sure that it's above the original grade, and right now it is. It's about 1 inch above that grade. And I'm going to take some of this fine pine bark and put it on here. If you have, sandy, super well draining soils, you could use a little compost or something like that, or maybe nothing if you have good enough soils in your area. But like I say, I always need to mix in some of this fine pine bark just to keep this clay from recompacting so dense and holding too much water in place. I want that water to drain away, especially up against the foundation. The foundation area tends to be a little bit wetter, and so I'll just break these clumps up and mix some of this bark mix in with it all the way around, and I'll stomp them down as I go. Somebody in an old video called this the Putnam Stomp, and I guess that was a good description of it. But I do make sure that this soil is packed well around them, and I don't cover up the top of that root ball. Leave it just like it was when it came out of the container. I want to be able to see that bark. If I get any dirt up on it, I'll come back in and pull it away just like that. And that is in there beautifully. And I'll take my mulch and come back around and make sure, same exact thing, make sure I'm not piling this mulch up on the bottom of this plant. I'll have it fade away right at the beginning. Landscape jobs for years that I did, I just kind of gave up on employees doing this properly, and I just let them do their thing, and then I'd come back and go under every plant before I left the job and just pull that mulch back just a little bit. Water it in well, and that's it. This is going to be a perfect choice for this space. I'll allow it to get maybe 3 to 4 feet. Windows here, so I'll keep it below that. And I got some ideas for some other low-growing things to go right in front in this area. So thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for upcoming content.